Hi, how are you?
Miss Matthews is here to sign her admitted conditions if you wanted to
She didn't have to.
speak to her, admonish her, and reconsider your position as we discussed yesterday.
You can bring her up, sure. I'm not going to, but I will. I'll talk to her. No, no, but come up. Hello? Do you watch the news? Okay, I don't know if you do, but the news is extremely graphic and it's devastating. You know, the reason that we do things, we do them for a reason. We don't do them out of spite. We don't do them out of hate. It's so that everyone is protected. That's the reason we do everything. And when we have individuals that pick up certain cases and consecutive in quite a few cases, it draws concern. And at some point, we have to put conditions so that we know that nothing further is going to happen. Because what I don't want is something catastrophic to happen. And that's why we do what we do. It doesn't come out of hate just because I don't like you or I just being hard on him. No, it's just we don't want anything catastrophic to happen. Now, like I said, I'm willing to take the interlock off, but I think for this point in time, this is the measure that we should take so that nothing more drastic happens. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, thanks, ma'am. So, and for future reference, I can waive the signature so they don't have to come in.
Okay.
Just listen to your lawyer. He will take care of you because you have one. I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court. The only thing, don't consume alcohol. Don't drive unless you have a license and insurance. And just don't pick up any new cases. I'm not asking for much. All right? Okay, thanks. All right.
So just with the moving the
Sure. Yeah, the two others stay on though.
and consider also remove the random ways you want to.
I think that that's good because I want to make sure that there's no illegal drug usage. So random UA should be good.
Well, real quick, 'cause we had like a full-blown hearing on that, and he made a decision, and it was based upon reason and logic. There's zero evidence of drug use in this case. And now she's got GPS, she's having an interlock, and she's got a scram, and then she's got a drug test when there's absolutely zero evidence. I mean, Singer was really almost harshly specific on the nonsensical nature of the drug test. And now we're gonna do that?
How do I know that there's no drug issue? Am I supposed to take,
How do you know I don't have a drug issue?
well, I don't care about
I mean,
you.
it's
I don't care about you,
I know, I mean,
but I don't care about you.
I don't.
I have someone who's picked up a DWI, then she's picked up another DWI, she's picked up criminal mischief. At some point, it's time to stop going out at night. And I think it's a reasonable restriction.
And you said on the record, at some point it crosses the threshold of being penal in nature, not practical and actually relevant to the case. And that's what Singer, the other presiding
What
judge who sat
relevant?
here,
What's
said.
relevant?
There's zero allegations of drug use in this case. That's exactly what the judge who filled in for you last week told the state. And now all of a sudden, we're adding that now? I mean, I can't
He
keep
told
ahead of the
the
game.
state?
The goalpost keeps keeping moving every time I show up.
I don't know anything about the cases. All I know is that there's TWIs and a mischief. Normal, so when we get a DWI here, every case is treated the same way. I don't deviate. Every case, it is. Every case is treated the same way. When someone has a DWI, on a first one, I don't put an interlock unless there's some aggravating factor, right? I don't put an interlock. I order random testing. Don't consume alcohol, don't consume illegal drugs, and you're subjected to random testing. I'm assuming I don't know because I wasn't here for the first one, but I'm assuming that's what happened with the first. Now that someone has picked up a second DWI, what we normally do is we put a scram because I want to make sure that there's no alcohol usage at all. We tried it the first way, the least intrusive manner. Now they've picked up a new case. So the only way that I know that no alcohol will be used is by putting on a scram. Typically, when someone has a DWI also, they're out at night. And when you've got 3 open cases, nothing good happens at 1 or 2 in the morning. The only way that I can monitor someone not going out at nighttime is by putting a GPS monitor. If you have another way, I'm all ears, but I can't take their word for it, not that they're not going to go out. Do you have any kind of allegation of drug usage?
That's what I'm looking at right now, Judge, because the first DWI, she did go to the hospital, so I was trying to see the excessive her at the hospital. She did have a high blood result, so they didn't do tox in our lab, but I'm trying to see the excessive her at the hospital.
What was the blood level?
0.326.
326? 0.4 death?
Well, first of all, it's serum versus whole blood, and you were a defense. There's a big difference.
I get it, but
So again, I mean, here's the thing. Do we need to get a court reporter out here? Because some of the things that you are doing, okay, right now, she has the right to due process and a judge who's fairly considering the allegations in the case, if and only if motions are brought to you. But that reaction that you just did, you're subject to being recused, and I'm this close to doing it. With the way that you're behaving.
okay, then if you want to, you can do what you want to do. That's fine. But I think that both of those devices are reasonable in light of everything that has transpired with the 3 cases that are open.
Okay. Is your comment that you just made, I guess, to the public at large here on the stream, I guess you're in, this overreaction to her blood test score on a case that she has not been convicted of? Is that reasonable?
Well, my reaction is to your insinuation that I'm being unreasonable.
No.
You're insinuating that I'm being unreasonable.
Someone had come in here and committed a murder in front of you, the way that you reacted. Do I need to replay the live stream?
You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to leave the GPS on with the curfew. I'm going to leave the scram on now. Is there any evidence of drug usage?
I don't see, Judge, anything on the talks in regards to the medical records, that it was anything divided. Showing that there was drugs related. I think it was all of them. It is not-
Okay. Then we won't do the random testing. But I think the other ones are reasonable.
Okay. I mean, as an officer of the court and someone who comes into court every week, when you all have visiting judges, particularly one who's been here a long time, longer than both of us in this building, frankly, we have to trust what they do because you put them in trust of these cases and us. So whenever we come into these courts and we trust the process and the judge makes a decision, and then we come back a week later and nothing's changed and the state hasn't filed a motion to change it, okay? There's no additional evidence that's come to light that proves that point. For then the presiding judge to just whimsically say, oh, I'm doing it because I just do it all the time, when a previous judge has already made a ruling. That's not appropriate for anyone who has to come in here and do what we do every single day and every single week. If that's the case, then we don't need visiting judges because their decisions aren't binding.
You asked me, you came in here today. You asked me to take one of the devices off, and I'm acquiescing to you.
Okay.
Isn't that what has just happened?
Well, as we talked about yesterday when I zoomed in, technically the law requires, because she has a driver's license, because I won her first day law and I'm fighting the other. Technically, the law requires that she have the intro law. As we talked about yesterday, Article 17.40 does not require a GPS monitor and or a scram. Now, under 1740, you can put a scram on, and I'm not arguing scram. Okay? I just think the other one crosses the threshold of reasonableness. But you've already made your ruling on that, and I'm
Which one?
and I'm walking away. I'm not going to fight you on it. But I am going to fight you on when they just simply read something, that you have that reaction in front of all these people and my client who has to come back here if we have a trial and trust that you are going to be fair and impartial.
I'm always fair and impartial.
Again,
Always.
how do we know
fair and
that? People
impartial.
say it, but their actions speak louder than words.
You know, I'm fair and impartial.
It's just not feeling like it today with that reaction that you did.
I'm
And if
I'm acquiescing to
criminal
you.
defense attorneys that you know and respect in this courtroom, they tell you the same thing.
I'm happy. You can do whatever you want to do, really.
Okay.
If you want to do, file a motion to recuse, file a motion to recuse.
Okay.
It's fine. But I think in light of everything that we have, as far as the two DBIs and the mischief that both of those devices, I think it's reasonable.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, at this point, I respect your ruling and I ask to just reset the case.
Sure.